What is going on, team, and welcome back to another video of mine. In this video, I am going to be breaking down how I made a lot of money from the markets today, and I know a lot of people made a lot of money today, and I'm going to break down exactly what I saw and why this was an A+ setup. As you can see from looking at my screen, I took it to the downside and then I took it to the upside. So let's actually break down what happened. So essentially what I saw was we had 9:30 open and bell, and typically what will happen during 9:30 is that we will rally towards the drawn liquidity. Now, I do not condone that you actually trade the 9:30 because your drawn liquidity can be wrong and that can result in a very big loss. But I was very confident that this was the next drawn liquidity. Again, we had equal lows and we had an untouched 2-hour fair value gap. So essentially what I saw was that we had 9:30 opening, and typically what will happen at 9:30 is that we will rally towards the drawn liquidity. Now, I do not condone that you actually trade the 9:30 opening bell because your drawn liquidity can be wrong and that can result in a very big loss. But today I was very confident that this was the next drawn liquidity because we had those equal lows and we had an untouched fair value gap on the higher time frame fair value gap, right? And what happened was we formed an SMT divergence with ES here, meaning that the S&P 500 swept this high and the Nasdaq did not. That is what we call an SMT divergence, and I expected this to act as turtle soup, which means that we sweep the high and then rallies lower. So that is where I placed my first entry. I think we actually formed it on this candle. So it looks something like this. I think it was stop at this high, not this high. And then my target was these lows down here. And what ended up happening, my drawn liquidity was in fact correct, and this SMT did hold. So that was the first trade. As you can see, this was a pain sitting through, but it was a good trade nonetheless, and that is what made me green for the day. But moving on to the next setup, which is probably the most A-tier setup that I've seen in a very long time. This was so clear to me, and I know a lot of people made money on this, so I want to share with you exactly what I personally saw. So after the first trade where I targeted the equal lows obviously got hit, and that means my sell side objective was hit. And now we had a lot of resting low resistance liquidity here. So I was without a doubt sure that this high was going to get taken out. Now, what did I see here? Well, I saw a beautiful breaker block, and I wanted it to become a unicorn model, meaning that we create a fair value gap inside the breaker block. And this is exactly what my trade looked like. My entry was here, my stop was this low, and my target was this high. Now, looking back at it, I should have targeted this high, but unfortunately I did not. But this is what it looked like. This was a very precise trade. As you can see, we create that fair value gap, we come down, we tap that, and then we go straight to TP. So this was a very beautiful trade, and it all came down to my sell side objective was hit, right? We also tapped discount of the range. Then we have bullish displacement, low resistance liquidity, and that unicorn model to send us there. And that was one of the most clean trades I've seen in a while. Like, it was so clear to me. Looking back at it, I should have targeted this high or at least left a runner, and I know a lot of people did. Unfortunately, I was not that smart, but as you can see, we did go there fairly fast, right? So this was a beautiful trade. And that was what made me a lot of money today. This week was very tough, but today was very clean, if you ask me. And I believe that you guys can learn a lot from this. If we zoom out a bit, you can see that we hit discount of the range. We swept sell side liquidity inside of discount. Then we got bullish displacement, low resistance liquidity, unicorn model with displacement, and that was it, right? This is all you need. I shared it on my Twitter as well. I, by the way, share a lot of my executions on Twitter, so if you're not following that, I would highly suggest that you do. But yeah, that was the trades for today, and the reason that I'm sharing this with you is because first of all, it is very easy to record. So it does not take me a lot of time to record, so I feel like I have to share it with you guys, and I hope that you learned something from looking at this. Again, very simple. We have a clear target. We have low resistance liquidity. Our sell side objective was hit. We hit discount of the range. We get bullish displacement, and I'm in. That is literally all you need. A lot of people lack focus on displacement, and it is literally one of the most important things. So I really hope you enjoyed this short video. Let me know what you guys want to see in the future. Anything that you're struggling with, let me know in the comments and I will try my best to help you out, because believe it or not, I quite enjoy making these videos because it also helps me understand my plays even better. I actually learn a lot from teaching. I am forced to look at my own mistakes. I am looking at what I'm doing good, what I'm doing wrong. So I'm not only helping you guys, I am also helping myself. But yeah, if there's anything that you guys want to see, let me know in the comment section below. And until then, I will see you in my next video.